real show of our streaming solutions, and this is going to be the easiest way to live stream. So if you're new to the world of cameras, then we're going to help you along. If not, then you should have some rudimentary ideas of what cameras are, what they can do, what you need to do. So let's just jump in. So the easiest way to live stream is to use the device that you carry in your pocket every day, and that's your cell phone. Matter of fact, there's a multitude of apps on your phone that allow you to stream, upload, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Pretty much a number of different services will allow you to stream from your phone using your phone's camera. Instagram, TikTok, it's endless. This is a very simple and rudimentary way to stream, however, because typically when you stream, not a lot of these services offer you the ability to add things to make your stream look professional. So if you want lower thirds, if you want graphics, if you want bugs in the corner, your logo in the corner, an overlay, say you want something that kind of comes over top and explains what the video is, or if you have different sections that you want to introduce, picture in picture, that sort of thing. You're not really going to get that from your phone. Now, if you just have a simple talking head stream, kind of like what I'm doing right now, yeah, you can get that from your phone. Film all day on your phone. That's going to be great for you. If you want something more complex, you're going to have to move on to number 2. Now, the next one is kind of like a caveat because there's a couple different ways that number 2 can be accomplished. We move on to something bigger and better, which is a camera. So, how do we get the camera to the internet? Some cameras have the internet capabilities built straight in, and you can upload directly from the camera. Or you can use devices that are in between, like say the Accsoon series. They have the CMO. There's a couple different devices on Accsoon that allow you to just connect a camera to your phone and upload directly from your phone. Or you can use a different device like the Zato Connect from Atomos, which is a monitor that you plug into your camera and that'll connect it to the internet as well. The Atomos devices also offer a little bit more functionality for your buck. The Accsoons, you're just kind of uploading a camera so you get a better quality to the internet, but as far as the Zato Connect and the Ninja, you can add a little bit of, like, for example, bugs, not quite a lower third, it could be a lower third, but different things. You can kind of not really switch, but a pseudo switch in some of those devices. So they are useful in terms of getting your stream to the internet. Atomos actually offers a couple different options within their cloud studio, and we'll discuss that more in future videos, but for the time being, you can use a bunch of different Atomos products to get your camera to the internet. It's very simple. Again, if you want just a camera angle to the internet, great. You're there, you can do it. If you want a camera angle and brand it, great, you can do that too. But if you want something more complex than that, then you're gonna have to move on to step 3, which is step 3 is using actual hardware and multiple devices, multiple cameras. So there's a couple caveats in 3 as well, 3A, 3B. So 3A is what I like is the Mevo Start system. Now the Mevo Start system is the easiest way to get a stream online. It's pretty much plug and play. You turn the cameras on, you connect them to your device, whether or not that's an iPad, whether or not that's your iPhone. You can actually connect all devices to your phone and upload from your phone, which is amazing because that gets you up and ready to go as soon as you have the cameras turned on and connected to your phone. So it is the easiest way to get a stream going, a multicam stream going. Now the Mevo software is a little rudimentary. Again, you can do very simple things, bugs, lower thirds, graphics overlays, but not video overlays. But there are also different options, like you can export an NDI, so that way if you want to bring it into OBS or other video switching software, you can do that as well. That's excellent if you need to, have a start with your cameras, Mevo Start stream with your cameras, and then move on and have some extra additional graphics in OBS and whatnot. I have more information on the Mevo system, so we're going to review the core as well because I'm pretty excited about that. There's some caveats to that, so stay tuned and pay attention to that. Next option up on the food chain is the camera mixer. You can use a video mixer to mix channels and sources and start getting into the nitty-gritty of video production. Use better cameras, use more cameras, use all the cameras you have. There are hardware mixers like the Blackmagic Atem, and I always feel like I should pronounce that Atem, like, Atomos, Roland, RGB Link, blah, blah, blah. There's plenty. And then there's software mixers like vMix, like OBS, like Wirecast, Again, all of these are shows within themselves because they can get super complex and different options and whatnot. So pay attention. So I really like OBS because number one, it's free. There's no charge to it. You can do a ton with this software and you can explore and at least set yourself up for the next software that you want to upgrade to. Say if you want to go to vMix, the concepts are similar. So you learn in OBS and then go to vMix, etc. It's however you feel like you want to use it, but it is incredibly powerful. I feel like everybody should at least have one or two options in their back pocket just in case you need it. If you need to be able to go to live to the internet with just your phone, if you need to go live to the internet with a Atomos Zato Connect, if you need to go live to the internet with multiple cameras using the Mevo system, or if you need to go live to the internet with multiple cameras using OBS and instant replay and all sorts of other ideas that might help you make your production greater. The point is making your production great. Do we have a problem here?
I said, do we have a problem?
Now we get into the big boy leagues with step 4, and that's bringing in your cameras. And chances are you're going to have better cameras. So you're using a mirrorless camera, you're using video cameras, you're using pan-tilt zoom cameras, you're using something like that. You're bringing that into a hardware solution like the Atem, like the Atem. You're bringing it into your computer using OBS, you're using vMix, you're using Wirecast, you're using a different sort of solution to mix. You can overlay graphics and whatnot, and then you're sending that to the internet. So you've got about a 3 or 4 step series here. Camera, hardware, mixer, out. And then the final solution is camera, hardware, mixer, computer, source, then out. And that's utilizing multiple combinations of technology to get your productions up there. So we're talking cameras, multiple cameras, PTZ cameras, control of cameras, hardware switchers, going into software switchers, going into pre-roll, post-roll, going into overlays, going into instant replay, and going into a lot of different things. Now there's certain devices that can do all of that all in one. There's certain devices that you would need just a mixer plus a computer. It's really up to you, as complicated as you want to make it. And that's exciting because you can kind of pick and choose what you have and what you need. It's all possible running from a single person, or it's all possible to have multiple people in facets of production. So for example, you have one guy just on the camera switch. You have one guy working just the chroma. You have one guy working the instant replay, etc., etc., etc. There's a bunch of tips and tricks that we can share because in my opinion, again, we're coming from the videographer angle, like we explained in the beginning series, where you are a single man running a multiple camera operation, which is where we want you to be. We want you to produce exciting videos that make the world look awesome. And the last thing that we're going to get into is that if you've produced your show well, you're actually not even going to be noticed at all. That's the worst thing about when it comes to this. The better you produce your show, the less the people even know what you are, because they're going to be focused on the excellent talent that's in your show, the excellent content that you're producing, right? And if you're the one that's behind the mixer, the switcher, controlling the pianos, controlling the keys, controlling all of the tools and whatnot, you're not even going to be noticed. You're going to be the guy in the back, behind the curtain. So, as frustrating as that is, it's still exciting to be in charge of all of that stuff in productions. You probably won't appreciate the work that goes into massive live events until you do one yourself. And then after you've done one, you're either going to hate it and you will never do it again, or you're going to be addicted and an adrenaline junkie and a sadomasochist. Take your pick. You know what I am. Anyway, until next time, this is Streaming Solutions. There are plenty of apps. As a matter of fact, there's a multitude. When you stream, not a lot of these services offer you to jump in and get right started on it. Or you can use a different device, like say the Zato. Like say the Zato. This is the top of the food chain here. Now we get into the big boy league. This is the Giants League and a live production. You can do a ton